Hello, welcome back to Cami Designs, and today we're going to be working on the crocheted socks knit style. We're still using Red Heart Buff, and then also the color Reef, which is this variegated color. We're still using a G hook, or G6 hook, which is a 4mm, and we'll also be using a stitch marker. Okay, and then we'll be switching to color B first, which is this variegated color. And from here on out, we will not do a chain one unless I put it in that we are doing a chain one. So we're going to be working in a spiral. And we're just going to be doing single crochet arounds. And we're just going to be switching back and forth between the two colors. So I'm going to get my variegated color here. Get some yarn off of it. And now I just want to join this with this one here. And you can see I'm leaving a little tail. And I'm going to put this stitch marker, let's go with red, it stands out a little differently, onto this first stitch. And that's just to mark the beginning of my round. And I'm also not going to be cutting this because we're only going up 2 rows. So it carries up just fine. And we're just going to go through the whole thing. We're not going to do just the back loop. We're just going to work through the whole single crochet. And we're just going to single crochet 2 rows around. Separate my yarn here. There we go. And this is Red Heart Super Saver Reef. It works up, I think, pretty nicely. To me, it's got kind of a western look to it. But I think it works good with this color, so this is the one I chose, but you can do it in whatever colors you choose. It is worsted weighted. And we want to work 2 rounds of this single crochet. You can do more if you'd like. And this is where if you want a longer leg part of your sock, this is where you can add your rows. I just did like little ankle socks, or short slippers socks. So I only did a few rounds, but if you want a bigger sock, then you can do more rounds. Okay, we are almost, maybe not. I'll finish this round and then I will do the next one off camera, and then I'll come back to show you switching back to the other color. Okay, now we're almost there. And this sock is for, I wear an 8.5 shoe size, and it fits my foot perfect. You can adjust it by doing a bigger chain here. But what I would do is I would do a chain, connect it in the round, and then try to slide it over your heel and see if it slides over. If it does, then you have the right amount. If it doesn't, if it's really tight, then it's going to be tight. Okay, and as you can see, I'm at the start of my other color, so I'm just moving my stitch marker, and I'm just going to single crochet all the way around. I'm not chaining one, I'm just working around. I need some more yarn here. I'll work a little bit of this row and then I will pause it. I don't know if people prefer to see me work the whole thing. and not pause it, or if people like to see me, rather see it pause and see the next step, you can let me know in the comments below if you have a preference. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to finish this round, and then I'll be back to show you this next color. Okay, now I'm back, and I'm about to switch to this next color. And you can see I stopped one stitch before I move the stitch marker. So I want to go in, but instead of pulling up, or I'll pull up this loop here, pull through, I'll take this off, and then I will just bring I want to leave that tail there. I just want to bring this up, pull through, and then finish that stitch with that. And you can see it just left a little carry up. It's not too big of a deal. And I want to remember to add my stitch marker here so I know my round. And I'm just going to work one round of this buff color, or of the main color. And then after this round, I'll switch back and do 2 rounds of this variegated color again. And then after those 2 rounds, then you switch back and you do 2 rows or rounds of this main color. Yarn out here. I'm doing the center pull of my skein and kind of want it collapse on me. I'm being kind of quiet. I don't know what to talk about. I usually am watching a TV show or listening to an audiobook while I knit or crochet. And I started watching the X-Files. And I'm still in season 1 of that. But I can't watch that and do the video at the same time. So I'm just being quiet. Okay, now I'm almost back to my beginning here. Oops, I'm not in through the stitch marker. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to remove this stitch marker. And I'm just going to carry up. Make sure I grab the working yarn. And pull through it. That does not look right. Let's try that again. I want this yarn here on that side of it. I'll go through this stitch here. There we go. Now it looks right. Okay, and I'm going to add back my stitch marker. And then I'm going to work 2 rounds of this variegated yarn. And like I said, you can change this if you want to do bigger stripes, you want a taller sock. This is where you would change that. Now I need more of this yarn here. There we go. I started to split my yarn, and I didn't want that. Just quite a few more stitches to go still to finish this round. Okay. And I will finish this round, show you how I carried again, and then I will, sorry, my little one's being quite loud and I'm getting distracted. So here I am just going to start the next round, so all I have to do here is move my stitch marker and then go on to, just a second. Okay, I'm back, and so I went ahead and finished the second round of that, and now I'm going to go back to my main color. So I'm just moving my stitch marker here, and I'm going to go into this one here, bring it up and pull it through. And then what I want to do, since I'm going to be done with this variegated color, I will cut a tail. And I want to make sure it's long enough that I'll be able to weave it in later. And now I just want to do 2 rounds of this main color here. And then we'll be ready to go on to the next step, which is doing the heel flap. And then the heel turn, the gusset, the foot, and then etc., etc. Okay, but I'm not going to show you the rest of this here, because I think you can kind of see what's going on. And now I will show you what this one looked like here. So we're doing the 2 rows, the 1 row, and then 2 rows, and then 2 more rows of the main color. And I will bring my board out here again. So this is what we are working on, or have done. So we started with the color B, which is the reef color. We did no chains. We did a single crochet, a total of 2 rounds, switched to main color, single crochet around once, or I should say 1 round, and then switched to color B again, single crochet around, total of 2 more rounds, and then we switch to the main color, and we're going to do single crochet around a total of 2 rounds. And here's the information. And once again, this is for a size 8.5. And if you want to adjust the size, you can do a chain, connect it around, and slide over your heel to see if it'll fit. So this was Red Heart Buff, which is this tan color, and then Reef, which is our variegated, our G6, 4mm, and we're using a stitch marker. And that is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it. And that's it. So have a wonderful day. Bye!